Hello, boys and girls, women and children, animals, birds, FBI agents, fellow Lemolians, YouTubers. Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm just kind of doing my regular business, hanging out, trying to get some things done around the house today. And if you guys don't know, I'm from a neighborhood in St. Louis called Lee. It's unincorporated St. Louis County. And I run a neighborhood group there. It's got about 10,000 people in it. It's an offspring of another neighborhood group that was the same neighborhood group. Anyway, it's got about 10,000 people in it. And we like to use the platform to share local information, crimes in the area, missing dogs, cats. You know the gist, right? I mean, everybody knows how the neighborhood groups work. So my debacle is this. In recent days, we've had an individual named, let's get the name right, Tyler Crank. And he's been making posts about working for people, doing odd jobs, about being homeless at the moment. Tough luck scenario. And I like to help people who like to help themselves. So I've been approving his posts, oblivious to anything else about information pertaining to Tyler or anything like that, And I hope Tyler's watching because I'd like to host an open conversation with him if he'd like to about the whole situation. But I'm gonna shed some light on what's going on, because what's happened here is that this individual has been a suspect and been arrested on suspicion, at least in the past, in the year 2000, for murder in the first degree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the information pertaining to that, the mugshot. Now, and I also want to say that I don't think that a mugshot necessarily means that you're guilty. Okay, I still believe in the innocent until proven guilty thing, but I also believe in like being well informed and transparent and shit. So when it was brought to my attention, I felt kind of bad about it because I don't know exactly where to go from here. I made a post. It showed the mugshot. In a sense, I feel kind of bad about it because it's a little bit unfair, because it's a mugshot. People see that shit, they automatically assume that a person in the mugshot is guilty. I happen to know some people that are like closely affiliated to the person that was murdered. I don't know them on a personal level, but I know them on a Facebook level. Things that we've done back and forth, paying attention to their case. And let me just I'll just show you the previous posts here. What we've got is, this is only I'm going to take you to only in Lime. I'm going to as soon as, hold on, let me make this bigger. I wasn't exactly ready. I'm just winging it here. Okay, so in the pin post, if you go up to pin post here, you'll see here's a post from Pamela Shoot Schneider. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. But why I'm showing you this is because if it was just the mugshot, I might not be as like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it because I'm not a detective. I'm not a judge. I'm not a juror. But I just want to explain my stance and try to bring you guys to light and to speed on where I'm at. So like, every year on R.J. Dorsey's birthday, I post a plea for someone to come forward with the information that would put his killer away. He admitted to killing the great R.J. Dorsey and even got arrested for it, but they needed more evidence or witnesses. His killer left town for a while, but now is back living among us. There were two more people in the car. One was under 18, and the police asked his mother to bring him in for questioning, but she refused. His family are members of this group. He is 18 now. Get ready. I want all of you to know the truth, to see these family pictures. We all live this every day. July 10th will be 3 years. Too long. His mother cropped his daughter into a couple of pictures. She'll never know her dad. This is the year we need closure. We deserve closure. Did I mention his killer is back in town? How many others will he kill? Please come forward if you know something. So this is obviously someone who's in pain and they're writing a post, but you can go through and you can look through the comments, man. And when you see down here, the people have been asking her to just say the name of the person who had done it. And finally she did. And who we've got mentioned here is Tyler. And you know, I'm only telling you this because this is coupled with the mugshot, coupled with it being brought to my attention. I just felt bad. You know, I feel bad for everybody involved, honestly. I'm gonna be honest about it. I feel bad for everybody involved on it. You know, because there's a mother who's lost her son, a daughter who's lost her dad, and then there's a kid, because this guy's still a kid. And, you know, I'm going to call him a kid because for all intents and purposes, you know, he's still young, man. His life's still pretty much all ahead of him. And, you know, guys, when you're out there and you shoot somebody or whatever, and this is just for anybody listening, man, like, it's permanent. You know, you kill that person. You got to think about that shit every day when you wake up. You got to live with yourself on top of it. If you get caught, you could go to prison. Not only does that person lose their life, but so do you, man. So many people hurt. You know, like, I don't know if he confessed or he didn't. I don't know anything outside of what I've shown you. Okay. I'm all about helping people out, but I'm also all about public safety and awareness. I love sharing the mug shots, not because I want to embarrass or humiliate people, but because I want people to know who they're surrounded by. You know, at a certain point, yeah, part of it was comedic. We'd roast the mug shots, but like, for real, what we were trying to do was share the real criminals, you know, the people you should be aware of in your neighborhoods, you know. And now they don't do that with the mugshots anymore. They don't put them in there by neighborhood. But I do know that they did change their strategy with mugshots. They won't make your mugshot publicly available unless you've actually been charged with a crime now. And that's super helpful, but still, we got the matter at hand. And, you know, I don't know what you guys thought. Feel free to comment, because I don't know exactly what to do about it. You know, I've got Tyler and he's in my inbox and he's pleading his case and he's telling me he was wrongfully accused. But what person ever says that they weren't? Like, nobody's ever going to be like, yeah, well, I did that shit. You know, fuck you. I mean, that wouldn't be a good idea. You know, I'd feel bad if this kept him from getting any opportunities that he might have get if he wasn't involved. You know, like, this is the shit. Like, I get sucked into weird shit. I don't want to deal with like suspected murderers or people losing their lives and shit. It just seems, you know, just fucking weird. Why doesn't CaseNet show a case against him? Because unless he's actually been charged, there wouldn't be a CaseNet. You know what I mean? Like, this is just an open case still. And apparently he's the only person that's been arrested on the murder or for suspicion of the murder. Was he released? Yeah, he sure was. He was arrested and released. I don't know what that means. I mean, do we have faith enough in the St. Louis County Police Department to say that they either, you know, made the right decision or they didn't have enough evidence? I mean, for whatever reason, nearly half of fucking homicides in America go unsolved, right? So, you know, I don't know exactly what to do. I mean, I understand St. Louis County is are they pretty good about prosecuting? I mean, I don't know. I can't see who I'm talking to because it says Facebook user, because you didn't approve StreamYard to show your name. But, you know, but I think people need aware of them just in case you're on your own, risk having your coming house. I'm just trying to be transparent. I'm in the middle because, like I said, man, I understand both sides. I do. But I'm just more compelled to err on the side of caution. You know, like, I mean, say it out loud to yourself. Hey, this guy might be a murderer, but you could also rake your leaves. I don't, you know, like, I understand everybody's got a past and a history and some skeletons in their closet, but you just say that shit out of your fucking out loud and, you know, it's all right. Tell me who you are. I don't know. I see it. It says Greg. It says, wow, see, Greg Walden on Facebook. Boom. Somebody approved it. I don't know who the other talker is. Now, I'm more than willing to go meet up with Tyler and talk to him about the whole situation. Matter of fact, I'd be thrilled to, you know. And also, if Tyler's watching, I said this to him in the inbox. If he's got any information that he could give to the authorities that might bring the family of RJ Dorsey some closure and indicate the person who actually did do the homicide, you know, that would be helpful as fuck. Not only that, but that'd go a long way to show, you know, like, if there was another person who was actually guilty of the shit, charged with the shit, convicted of the shit, I mean, you wouldn't have to explain yourself at all anymore. You know, all I know is there's lives lost. I you know, I feel a responsibility to only bring people what I consider safe opportunities. You get what I mean? Like safe workers, approved businesses that aren't shitholes. You know, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I won't allow shitty businesses to endorse their business on the page. And if they get bad reviews, they're out of there. You know what I mean? I love supporting local people, businesses, all that shit. I love helping people out. I've proved all this already. Like, if you maybe there's a bunch of people watching on YouTube that don't know anything about me, because I've just started doing videos on YouTube, and most of it's been about pot and hash devices and shit, because I love to smoke weed and have a good time. I mean, I'm a guy who also has a sordid history. I don't have any attempted murders or any violent crimes at all on my like record or accusatory stack. But you know, we all live on the fringe of some idea, right? I mean, I'm more than willing to go meet with them and talk to them. You know, I'd like to do it live. You know, like I like to do everything because I don't want to edit nothing. But, you know, I'd be willing to go down there and meet up with him in a public place and like have the conversation and talk to him. Maybe he could explain his case, man, because I mean, you know, like I told him, man, the best thing he could do for himself, Tyler, if you're watching, is just to explain yourself, to be open and transparent. That goes a long way. If you're just like you know, and so far you've been really good about that. I appreciate that. You know, goes a long way with me. I'm still not, you know, like, I'm not hiring anybody who's got a burglary on their record to fucking rake leaves in my house, man. You know, like, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I like to make jokes and shit, but like, what do you do? What do you do? This is the thing that's always been a pain in the ass, man. You can't just, you know, you let things happen and then bam, you're, you know, like, you're part of the problem. I don't want to be part of the problem. I'm not just one of these guys that just haphazardly open up a neighborhood page. It's never been about clout or anything except for trying to be the change that I want to see, man. We, you know, do cleanups, we do all these events. So I'm just trying to be safe. I just want to let you guys know the information. You can do with it what you want, man. Here's your chance to be the change you want to see. You want to give somebody an opportunity, even though they got a bad scuff on their record? Knock yourself out. Take the chance. You want to fucking, you know, I've hired people on parole for murder, but wouldn't touch any type of theft. I'm with you on that, Adam. And I, you know, like I've always rubbed elbows with, you know, questionable crowd. Shit, man. check my friends list. I know lots of people have done large stints in jail for violent crimes. I still call them my friend. Got a couple of them that kind of creep me out a little bit, and I don't really try to fuck with too much. And if they're around, I'll be like, "Hey, what's up? Nice to see you." I gotta go. You know, I get it. I'm all about second chances, man. People can serve their time. People do crimes. I get it. But these are families we're talking about. You know, who's gonna hire them, man? Send them over to someone's house. Something bad happens. Then what? Then I gotta feel like shit. Maybe I'm just clearing my own conscience here. I don't. Whatever the case may be, I just want everybody to be as safe and as informed as they can be. You know, I mean, your past isn't really anybody's business, but this isn't just like some petty shit. If you ask me, this is a big deal. This is a big deal to me. It could be a very big deal. So that's what I got. So I just wanted to come on here and explain myself and show you guys. If you guys want to check it out, go to Only in Lime on Facebook. It's not the shitty one with very few people and a lot of spammers, ran by some dude who just made another group name the same thing and then didn't do anything with it. It's the one with like 10,000 people in it. It's got like a Facebook warning picture on it. Go ahead, check it. Go look at the posts. And if you got any information out there about RJ Dorsey's murder and you're uncomfortable coming forward, you can send that information to me and I'll take that information to the police. And there's a $5,000 reward reading for any information that leads to an arrest. So, you know, spread the news, give it a share, hire Tyler to do some odd jobs, whatever you want to do, man. Here's your chance. And Tyler, if you're innocent and you are what you say you are, man, keep on keeping on and work your way through it, dude. After a while, you won't have to prove a thing, man. So, I don't know. There it is. I hope you guys all have a great day. I'm not going to linger on and about. I got shit to do and places to be and some shit like that. Joints to smoke. Saturday. Enjoy your life.